Morning, afternoon, evening. Welcome to MBS Connect, day 25 of a daily walk through Proverbs. And our topic for today is a prescription for panic. And our lead verse comes from John chapter 14, verse 27. Peace I leave with you. My peace I give to you, not as the world gives, do I give to you. Let not your heart be troubled, neither let it be afraid. So don't let your heart be troubled. Don't be afraid. There is a prescription for panic, and it's the peace that the Lord gives to us. And our daily walk begins with we live in an uncertain world, a world where tragedies can befall even the most godly among us. And we are members of an anxious society, a society in which the changes we face threaten to outpace our abilities to make adjustments. No wonder we sometimes find ourselves beset by feelings of anxiety and panic. I really like that statement there where it says, a society in which the changes we face threatens to outpace our abilities to make adjustments. And that really leads me to just kind of think back, and I really value the experiences and what I've learned as an athlete, specifically playing football, where there's a lot of changes in the game, whether it's a turnover, whether it's a costly penalty, whether it's the opponent, scoring against us or preventing us from scoring. There are a lot of changes that goes on, and we have the ability to call timeouts. We have the ability for halftime to kind of go back and make adjustments and see if we can correct some of our mistakes or adjust to see if we can maybe get an advantage going back out to try to score and be successful for the remainder of the game. And I think life is very similar to that. Not to say that life is like a game, but we do have the ability to to call timeouts, to make adjustments, to really rely on, a higher source to give us insight, to give us strategies, to give us, wisdom in order to be successful, to be sustained, and not let this ancient society, not let panic, overwhelm us to the point where, it cripples us as far as being productive individuals. However, at times, our anxieties may stem from physical causes, chemical imbalances in the brain that result in severe emotional distress or relentless panic attacks. In such cases, modern medicines offers hope to those who suffer. So there are medicines, and I do recognize that some of us we truly have physical reasons, just imbalances within our brains that can trigger these things. But there are modern medicines to help, and there also is our Father, who is the miracle worker, who is the great physician, who can also help us if we do find ourselves struggling or suffering from those types of issues. But oftentimes, our anxieties results from spiritual deficits, not physical ones. And we are spiritually depleted. The best prescription is found not in the medicine cabinet, but deep inside the human heart. And I really like that because a lot of times we don't have anything wrong with us from a physical standpoint. Yet spiritually, we're depleted. Spiritually, we don't, have enough in our gas tank to fuel us to know that we are a chosen people, that we are godly priesthood, that we are, people and children of God. We're warriors, we're overcomers, and not being able to tap into that source and have enough of that source to keep us from letting societies, fast changes, hectic, timelines and deadlines that, causes us to have those what we feel to be panic attacks. If we just fill up on our gas tank with God's love and with knowing that who we are and how He sees us, and I bet you, you will not have as many panic attacks, if any at all. So that's what's one of my challenges for us today. So here's what the Daily Word suggests: we need a higher daily dose of God's love, God's peace, God's assurance, and God's presence. You know, God is Jehovah Shalom. He is our peace. And that shalom is a Hebrew word for peace. And we should always remember that. And how do we acquire these blessings from our Creator? Through prayer, through meditation, through worship and through trust. We have to trust in the Lord. We have to pray. We have to activate our faith, and that will surely give us the prescription that we need, which is found in our hearts, that will keep us from these panic attacks and having to worry about, anxiety. So our daily walk through Proverbs, word for the wise, comes from Proverbs chapter 12, verse 25. Anxiety in the heart of man causes depression, but a good word makes it glad. So we need to fill our hearts with a good word, and it's really what we think. So we think what's in our heart. So if we don't have things that are good, things that are pure, things that are right or just in our heart, we're not going to be able to summon that and think about those things when those negative thoughts or those negative situations, floods us and seems like it's going to overwhelm us. So I really challenge you guys to have a good word in your heart, to really fill up on God's love, on God's peace. Just know that He is there for you, and He is your prescription for panic. So with that, guys, hopefully you're finding some great encouragement there. Have a blessed day. Until I see you tomorrow. Peace.